If you have a roofing business and you want to learn some ways to improve it, I'm going to go ahead and audit a random website for a roofing company in New Hampshire, and we're going to go through everything from the start to finish on what I would change, what's good, what's bad, and maybe you will get a little bit of insight on things that you can actually do for your website. There's going to be a lot of things in here that we do go over in the entire course and teach you what to do and what not to do. You can check that out in the links in the description at goservicegenius.com/learning, but let's go ahead and jump into the computer and take a look at Patriot Roofing, Siding, and Gutters. All right, now that we're into the computer and we're taking a look here, when I first land on this, there are some things that I love and there are some things that I hate. Now, if you do know this business owner or you are from this business and you're watching this, first of all, hey, and second of all, yeah, hopefully you get a little bit of insight on some things you can change. I've been doing this for a long time and I think I have a good understanding of what you should be doing. So I think some of these changes can be really beneficial to your business. And if you're watching this and you have a business, then I'm sure some of the stuff that I'm going to say, you're going to click in your head, hey, we're doing that, or we were doing that, or we should be doing that. So let's go ahead and take a look. And the first thing that draws my eye is this header up here. So overall, it's pretty good just in the aspect that it displays over the sky with a nice, dark overlay. So it's very easy to read. Not a huge fan of these buttons. Also not a huge fan of round when doing roofing. Roofing kind of is a pointy business. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's kind of like a psychological thing where if you're doing, say, dumpsters, you don't want to have rounded buttons on a dumpster company because, things aren't rounded. So you want to kind of square everything off and have it consistent. Now, one thing you'll notice here is that all of the text boxes are squared off boxes. They're not rounded corners, and the submit button for that is also a squared off button. So having them rounded up here and rounded over here is not very consistent, and I would avoid doing that. Just a personal little tip that I would say there. Now, the other thing is your logo. Your logo is very hard to read. Now, to fix this, all you got to do is go ahead and, if you don't have the full logo file, pop this baby into any editing software, Photoshop, anything like that, and go ahead and just make the text white and it'll display nicely on here. So that's just a few things up here on the header. Another thing that I would say is get rid of the Facebook button. Nobody cares about your Facebook. At the end of the day, you want people to become a conversion. You want them to click this contact button. Having a red Facebook button next to it is just going to pull them off of your website and get them to do the opposite of what you're trying to get them to do. Now we're talking about the heading tag here. We've got quality residential commercial roofing at an affordable price. So that's, not too bad. Honestly, it really could be worse. I do like the idea of having the entire form here. Maybe the layout is a little bit funky. I bet this displays really nicely on mobile, which is pretty good. And, most people are going to be using it over 50% on mobile. So definitely can be beneficial. I would maybe test out an alternative, A/B test it, maybe have a different headline that's kind of more for the customer's problem and more in the customer's shoes. But overall, it's really not that bad. If you've seen some of our previous videos where we go over the heading tags, those are really, really bad for a lot of businesses, and a lot of people are messing up on that. So definitely avoid some of those things. But overall, not too bad. I mean, it's tough having a reCAPTCHA here. I know it's so tough. You get spam. There are some different things you can use, different plugins to avoid that. But having the reCAPTCHA on a form on the main homepage can be a little bit difficult and can, lower your conversion rates. If you guys are comfortable losing a little bit of conversion there for having that, then by all means, do what you got to do. Now, as we scroll down, it starts to get a little bit bland in my opinion. And I think having two blocks here, and it's almost like there's one missing over here to the right for me, doesn't look that great. I would definitely stretch these out or kind of move them over, do a different design just to kind of make it look a little bit better. But overall, you've got some different keywords in here. I'm sure this is somewhat SEO optimized. You've got NHMA roofer. So it looks like you guys are doing some SEO stuff, which is great. Obviously, you want to be hitting on those keywords. I do want to tell you, though, make sure you're not trying to stuff stuff in there. Make sure it's a very flowing website and that it's pretty understandable for any visitor, because it's not only going to hurt conversions, but also your SEO ranking, because Google's been kind of cracking down on that, especially with the ease of these type of videos where I can just go on and tell you, hey, go put these keywords all over. People are doing that all over the place using ChatGPT, stuff like that. So definitely having some organic real content will be beneficial. So just a little tip there. Now, I'm not sure if you do have a third service. If you don't, you could always push these kind of here and then do some kind of trust in that third column, just so that you can maybe drive some stuff with some Google reviews or a good testimonial that you have just specifically, maybe a video, something like that, just to kind of offset it and have that third column filled. but that will overall just help bring people in more. I do notice that when I'm in this part, I'm not really getting anything other than some learn more buttons, which it doesn't look like those are going to be bringing me to an actual contact page. It looks like this is really funky commercial roofing page, which is overall not very good. It looks like a very, very basic SEO page. Definitely would want to highlight that if you only have those 2 services or main services. But yeah, there's no kind of calls to action here. There's nothing driving me. Only the phone number up here, which again is pulled away by that Facebook button. I don't know why people always do that. I don't know if they think it builds trust, but it just draws you away and hurts your conversion. Going down, we've got a bunch of different stuff here. I don't kind of display a little bit weird. The text is kind of a little bit funky. Maybe do some like boxes, or differentiate them with some padding on there, because they're kind of there's something off about them. But we've got a bunch of different options. Kind of tells you all the different stuff. Maybe people aren't going to read it, but you want to have it on there, then that's good. You got some examples of the work which you can't really open up. These are nice before after pictures. I love that you're taking the care and actually taking the picture from the same angle, or trying to get it very similar and showing the before after, because those are going to be huge. If you can do some kind of slider where you have like a bigger block and then it's like the slider and it can be more interactive, that'll get people more drawn in and get them to want to actually reach out to you, because it's almost like playing a game and they can actually see what it looks like. Just a little tip there, you can upgrade that with. And then you've got a little see more button with see more of our work here, and then the button says see more. I would probably just put this text onto the button and draw people towards that if they wanted to, some sort of ghost button. Now continuing down, we've got more reasons to choose us, and then just a bunch of information about your company, which people probably are not going to read or really care about. Like I said, you want to always point everything in a way that says, hey, here's your problem, here's our solution, and here's how you get to that solution or that dream, and kind of that way. So, I'm assuming this is just probably for some kind of trust stuff and whatever, but something about the colors here and the way it's laid out, I would have just scrolled past this because it doesn't look important to me. And then down below, you do have some reviews here, which is good, getting some trust factor in. If these are coming off Google, you can throw a Google logo in here somewhere, or the photo with a little Google icon, just something to build that extra brand trust, because obviously the Google logo is a little bit more trusted than your brand. And then we continue going down. We got certifications and stuff. So you have GIF. So if you guys are doing GIF, anybody that is in the roofing industry knows that GIF is a huge company and is a huge thing to have, and it's very beneficial with their warranties and stuff. So GIF will be a really good thing to kind of highlight up here in some sort of way, either a bullet point, something like GIF certified, or whatever you want to put. It can be very beneficial using that logo and actually, promoting that you're GIF certified. Now, footer wise, you do have, it looks like a contact us for a free estimate. Click here. Again, having a click here is just, kind of, I don't know if you want to have that there. Maybe bring it to a free estimate. You probably want to change this and then have the button say free estimate. That'd probably be good. But that can be switched up, very simply. And then in your footer here, it's a little bit hard to read using the white on this background with a little white overlay. It says meet Ryan Allen. I'm sure that must be the owner. I would definitely redo this kind of section. People aren't going to care too much. I would put that more on the about page and keep this, again, you want everything to kind of flow and funnel and drive them towards that conversion. Most of these people, they don't know who you are. They don't know like any information about you. So you saying that you guarantee their satisfaction, they don't really care. They're going to say, okay, just because this guy guarantees it. Like, I don't know. So that's kind of one thing I would say to change. And then you got your menu. It's a little bit, like I said, it's kind of hard to read using the white text with the white overlay in the background. So a few things to change there, but let's go through and just look at a few more pages and see if there's anything else. Now, again, we're landing on the about page. You want the about page to resemble just like your home page. You want to have the top, instead of just having this big thing that says about, like they know they're going to the about page. So you want some sort of headline and a sub headline and a call to action right here on the first fold. Get them to go ahead and reach out to you, whether they're looking for that. So obviously you could put this one a little bit more about your business, but if they're looking for more information about your business, give them a reason to trust you and a way that you're solving their issue, and you'll get them to reach out. Now, as you scroll down, again, we're hitting this kind of most likely an SEO kind of ChatGPT kind of thing going on here for some keywords, which is good. You need to build content on your website. And then again, it's all the same kind of information, but it's very short and it doesn't really drive anybody to take any action. And overall, there's not really any conversion button besides this contact button. So that again is going to hurt you in the long run. And then we've got your services page, which this one's a little bit better because it does have, kind of services provided and whatever, but it says services provided, our team is highly skilled. That does not flow at all. Like when I see like services provided, then we want some bullet points or something that's talking about those services and why you guys are the best at doing that. And then down here you want some sort of, hey, contact us to have this done. This isn't kind of doing that for me. It's not really, you know, selling it. And like I said, I would have read that and been like, oh, okay, and got to about here maybe, and then clicked off because it was just, I get kind of lost in that. You do have the gallery, which is good. You know, you want people to see your previous work. Like I said, if you can make it more interactive with sliders and stuff like that, it will keep people more engaged, which will end in more conversions as well. I know it sounds a little bit counterproductive having them play around on your website, but it just kind of engages them and makes them want to move further down that pipeline. Now our warranty page, this one is just, like I said, kind of, it almost looks sketchy that you guys, the way you have this laid out. And since it's a GAF certified company and you have the GAF shingles, there's that 50-year warranty, which is a super great benefit of being partnered up with GAF. And then you have a link to that. But I would definitely display this with GAF logos and, you know, showing customers that are happy, or, you know, it doesn't have to be exact customers. Use stock photos of happy people inside of a nice house or outside of a house and the roof's nice in the background, or, you know, that kind of stuff. Really sell the dream to them and show them what they could have, and then show them that peace of mind on this website. Like if you're specifically showing about the warranty, you know, you want that headline to say 50, like something about the 50-year warranty, and you can have peace of mind. Like most other people are having, what is like a 20-year or 30-year warranty on like a standard. So up to a 50-year lifetime warranty is awesome. So definitely want to highlight that in a better way and show that dream and that happy customer. Now we've got a contact us button, but it actually is a hover. So I definitely would not hover for a disclaimer and a privacy policy. Those things are going to be in your footer. You're not going to want those under the contact button. You want that to just be a direct contact button so that people can actually reach out. But this, honestly, you know, it's not the worst, could be better, but very simple form, doesn't have a ton of stuff. It's a little bit funky with your header there. You can see it's like kind of hard almost to get to type on there. But you have the address for extra trust. You've got the click to call with the phone number. Would be good to throw an email on here, just a direct one, just kind of for support or something like that. Can build a little bit more trust. I would definitely recommend doing some testimonials on here somewhere, in some way, whether it's a plugin or if you're just doing something about your Google reviews. It's nice that you have the map here. And then, yeah, simple form, which is good, but you do have the reCAPTCHA there. You know, you don't want spam. I get that. It's nice you have your brand stuff, but those are definitely some changes that I would make. And if you guys do have a roofing business, then you're definitely going to want to kind of listen to some of this stuff and apply it to your own business. Now, I know I went through that pretty fast, and hopefully you got some good information from it. And like I said, if you guys are watching from the Patriot Roofing Company, then definitely reach out. If you're looking for a little bit of help and advice to kind of improve on the website, we can definitely help you out with that. And at the same time, if you want to see more going in depth about this kind of stuff on websites from start to finish and all the other different aspects of marketing, definitely check out our courses down below, goservicegenius.com/learning, or you can reach out to us for this kind of service at goservicegenius.com. I look forward to talking to you. Of course, like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Of course, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.